Property management is a fairly broad spectrum of having a rental property that's looked after by a real estate agent. There's so much legislation this day and continuing changes to legislation, it's very hard for landlords or owners to keep track of what their legal requirements are, let alone be specialised enough to handle tenants on a day-to-day basis. Having a qualified property manager who's experienced and licensed means that as an owner, you've at least got some reassurance that your property is being looked after. But obviously, if difficulties do arise, that you've got someone qualified enough to handle those on your behalf. Look, for a prospective landlord out there, we see current affair shows where there are professional tenants or tenants who give little regard for other people's property, which is the sad side of the business. The benefits of PRD Nationwide here at Panania is that I have a background in property management, which is quite rare for a real estate office owner to have, or a principal. I worked for 8 to 10 years for the Department of Housing, managing some of the most difficult tenants in the country, having a team of 30 staff and 2,500 properties. So I've dealt with some difficult situations over the last 20 years of being in property management. It means that myself and my team are able to handle any situation that arises. I've always taken the personal belief that I treat my landlord's properties as if they were my own. So when I'm looking at a tenant, I pretty much make the decision, would I be happy to have them in my own home? If I would have them in my own home, then I'm more than happy to refer them to my landlord as a prospective tenant for theirs. I can understand it's quite difficult for some landlords to decide which office to choose to manage one of their biggest, if not the biggest asset that they own. And it's a big responsibility to take on as an agent. Why should you choose PRD Nationwide here at Panania? It's quite simple. I'm one of the few agents in the country who has a property management background. That means if a difficult situation arises, I'm able to help guide my team and my landlords through those difficulties to get the best possible outcome for all involved. Really, that's what comes back for our office here at PRD, is being able to provide what very few other agencies can offer.